Hi everyone, Cheryl here, and today I'm going to be showing you how I created this really pretty poinsettia and holly um, die cut piece with using the CottageCutz poinsettia and holly die. And so the first thing you're going to want to do is take your die facing up and place a piece of wax paper on top, and then take your piece of paper, and then I'm gonna run it through my Big Shots machine. And the reason why I use the wax paper is it helps so the pieces come out really easy, and I'll show you what I mean. So I'm just running it through the Big Shots. And see how all the pieces, there's no poking with this. See how all the pieces come out super easy, where normally they'd be stuck inside. So I absolutely love using the wax paper. It's a lifesaver. And so I just keep a box of it down here in my craft room. And that way, when I have all the little teeny pieces, they'll just come right out. I mean, it doesn't get any easier. And so, basically, I just wanted to show you how I put together the poinsettia that I created on my card. Okay, so I'll go ahead and move that aside. And so the next thing you'll need is some pens, and the colors I've chosen to use are the Copics, and I'm using the R37, R39, and I'm using the E08, and these are all going to be for the poinsettia flower. So you just want to take off the little wax paper, and it just comes right off. So here's those three. So we'll do those first, and I'll keep my card right here too so you can all see. Okay, and I'm going to zoom in just a tad. Okay, that should be better. So the first thing I always do is, whoops, I put the dark where I think I want the dark on here. And so I'm using the R39 since it is the darkest of the reds. And basically what I do is I just come around the edges. And no need to worry, you're going to be blending all these in. So with your other colors. So then you get your second piece. Whoops. And these are all going to layer on top of each other. And then here's the third. Okay. So that's the R39. Now I'm going to come in with R37. And I might need to zoom a little bit more. Okay. Hopefully you can see this. So basically with the R37, it is a little lighter. I start with where the dark is and then just swoop over the whole thing, but I really just kind of focus on the edge first and then come in with the swoop. So I kind of just like that. And if you want it to blend a little more, kind of just work that in. And then the E08, and this one's pretty easy since it's small. Whoops. So you just go over. So there's those. I mean, they come together so quickly. Okay. So there's the three, but now I want to change the tone on this a little bit, or not the tone, the shade on it, sorry. So now I'm just taking the EO8 and just kind of going over the whole thing. And it just changes it. You can see the difference on that. Let me bring this up. Let's see how it kind of deepens it. And I wanted it to match the paper on my card. And so that's why you ended up coming in with the E. So it's not too red. Okay. And so these are all ready. And for the greenery, the holly on this. So before we do that, I'm going to go ahead and let this dry. So basically I just put a glob of glue in the center. And you can kind of, whoops, and I just broke that one, but that's okay. And then you just kind of put that where you want it. Okay. And you can kind of bend that one a little bit. And then that one just goes in the center there. And you can push it down. And then the next thing you'll want is some glitter, or here I'm using the CottageCutz. My camera turned. Yeah, it did. Shoot. Sorry, guys. Oh, jeez. So I just do a nice size. What happened to my camera? Okay, that looks weird. Oh well. On that, and then I like to use the little tray. So you kind of just lift that up. And then I'm just going to pour that and set this aside. So I just kind of poured it over and I don't touch it. And then now I'll just set it aside. And we'll do the holly. Now on my card, I didn't add the little berries, but you can. And if I was going to do that, I'd probably use my Viva Pearl pin on top of the berries. And I might do that for this one here. So you just want to get the wax paper off of these. That way you're not coloring your wax paper. So for the leaves, basically what I did was I took YG95 and, whoops, just kind of did a swoop because you don't want it too dark. Okay. And then that's what the lighter color's for, to come back in. And it helps if I would have cleaned my red off the mat. I didn't prep very good, but I wanted to get this done and be able to have it to go with my post. So now I'm just taking the YG03 and going over. And this is a lighter color, so you can kind of fill in any areas that were left white. And if you have like the little center areas, you just kind of hold that down. And we will do the little berries. And I think I'm gonna, oh, I hope I can get to my Viva Pearl pin because I have my tripod right here. Oh shoot, I'm gonna move this for a second. And hopefully I don't mess that up. Let's see, there it is. Okay. So now what we'll do is we'll go ahead and add some of the little berries on here. And I have a few of them right here. And what I'm thinking is to color them first. And I would do that with the light red. The 37. Whoops. Let's use this one. And that way, if you don't get the red from your pen, or if you wanted to use pearls, you don't have to cover to the edge. And I'm just going to show you a few of these. So I'd color them up first. And obviously I wasn't in camera. I just took the pen and kind of dabbed them. So, and then now what I'm going to do is glue them. And I like to put a little glue on my work area. And then take your piece and dab it in the glue. And then kind of figure out where you want to place it. And so I think I'm going to place this one on the longest one. And then I'll grab a smaller one. And okay. So I'm just going to show you the two. Well, I guess we might as well just do them all. So let's get that one and that one. Okay. So we have all those ready. And so now what I do is take your pen, your Viva Pearl pen, and I always test it because sometimes you're going to have air in there, and you'll just do 3 little, super cute. I love how it gives the dimension on these. Okay. And I'll go ahead and pick one of these up and show you. Hopefully you could see that. This looks really neat. So once your flower dries, you can put this together any way you want. And basically what I do is just lift it up and then get all your stuff to come off. And then you'll just place it however. And whoops. And I can't, everything's kind of wet right now, so it probably would be good just to let it dry. But then I'll just kind of place them wherever I'd like these to go. And probably similar to like that. And so I hope you enjoyed my video today on using the CottageCutz Poinsettia and Holly die. And that's this one here. And thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you next time. Have a nice day.